Oh, what's happening? All
Hello?
right, we're
Oh,
live.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes. Oh, we're live. Oh, we're being recorded.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me share my
Oh, oh,
screen.
oh, no dirty talk. Okay, okay.
No, no, this is for the world, Jackie. Time to like
OMG. Cancel that.
pour
Erase,
it
erase.
out.
PG 13.
Oh my God, what a day. I just finished work and I went to go train and then I come back and I see my portfolio is down 15K. Woo!
That's it? That's it?
Yeah, 'cause I did kind of sense something. I did post right before the dump. I did post like make sure you lock in profits, 'cause
Right, right. And I did, and I did. I
good
was a very,
job,
very good
good
girl.
job.
But guess what? I'm
But
still down. I'm still down over 100.
oh my God, yeah, yeah. When you hold so many coins,
Well,
it's more difficult, right?
yeah, no, that's what it says. I don't believe it for a minute.
Yeah, just don't believe the numbers. Only believe the numbers
Nah.
when they're high. Um,
Right, exactly. That's what my motto is. I
exactly,
don't believe it at all.
exactly.
But
So,
anyway, I think we're gonna make a lot more because, by the dip.
mhm,
Are
absolutely.
we done with the dip?
Uh, Uh, well, so basically, I just came back home from my workout, showered, and now and now I'm looking. This is my first look at the chart, so uh, I need a minute. So it will be a bit of a freestyle, but I think it's good that we kind of talk through it, because what the
Right.
fuck? If you
Yeah.
had the buy orders that we set, then right now you are balling. Like the buy orders. Wait, did I
Which buy orders are you talking about?
So on the 26th of is that August? Yeah, 26th of August, I was talking about like setting these blue lines as orders, right? And if you can like look at the orders, we've basically gone through all four of these if you still had them open. Of course, I think Max was talking about, God damn, I canceled my dream orders. Like this is a
Oh, wait. Tell me which four are you talking about?
so you see here,
Oh,
47K.
okay. You're screen sharing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Hold on.
yeah. So I had one at 47K,
Oh,
40,
I see.
45.5K, 44.1K, and 42.8K. And I
Oh
mean,
boy, hold on for a minute.
if this isn't a snipe,
I gotta get your.
if this isn't a snipe, I don't know what is. Holy shit. Oh no, it didn't hit. Oh, it's, look, see this? Can you see, Jackie?
What happened? What am I looking at?
So this is the bottom of the wick. Look, look. It was so close. But
Did you catch it?
no, I didn't
Oh,
catch that last one. But,
you.
but, but, you're breaking up a bit on my side. Um, but, I mean, this order, this order, and right now we've kind of got our price at where our first order was. So if you have these orders set, you aren't doing into bad shape, right? If price continues to go down and you haven't set these orders yet, set them now. That's what I would do. Because like I said, you should take every opportunity to buy these dips. Um, I looked at my portfolio and yes, I'm down on dollar value, but I'm still massively up. Like since the uptrend, like I think I'm like 45, 50K up. Oh, 55K up. So really nice. Um, and we could still be
What
falling
did you
more.
buy?
So,
What did you buy?
oh, I mean, if we have a dip like this, I'm only buying Bitcoin. I am not
Oh,
buying,
really?
yes, I'm not buying anything else because um, first off, you don't know what the hell the market is gonna do, but you know you buy when you buy Bitcoin and it bounces up like this, like you've now got cheaper Bitcoin and you can buy alts when you feel like the market is like at a safer place. Right now, I don't feel safe buying any alts. I mean, you could like get into some of these. This could be a selling climax that was kind of just a long squeeze, right? It could be that this was just a badass long squeeze, and we kind of do. Hmm. Oh, my hotkey. That's good. Oh, there it is. I got it back. So it could very well be price right now. Kind of. This tries another move. Um, but in the end, it's kind of like a bit of a dead cat bounce, or a bit of like a, it creates a new kind of resistance here, and we'll take some time to blow past 50k again, right? Could be that we trail down for a bit more, like this. Could be that we bounce off this line and go back up. This, I wouldn't be surprised if Bitcoin did this. Um, I also wouldn't be surprised if we fall through this line, right? So this is like the classic price could go up, price could go down kind of feedback. Like, poo fucking who, what do I do with that? Well, um, I don't expect price to just flash like this down and then suddenly go back up. You know, people are a bit shaken up. We'll need to gain a bit more confidence again, and that very well might be the case. So it could be that we trail down, go through a bit more longs. Actually, let me oh, look at this. I mean, we still have a shit ton of longs open. This, I mean, it's big, but it's still not like we could be falling a lot more here. Amount of open interests or open longs that we have. Um, so I would say set these buy orders, buy Bitcoin. Um, I think some alts will still be profitable. This isn't a dump like we had here, but if you look at this, we also had a massive sell-off, and we trailed a bit, then we went back down further. So we kind of have to see, are we going to go a bit more sideways? That would be a good sign. But if we do this, you know, that might hurt a bit, right? Especially if you're buying alts right now. So if you're buying Bitcoin, if we get sent back on our ass and we get back down to like this 42k level, and we might even, because a lot of times it's like 42k is probably the level, like 30k was here the level, but we still went to like 29k, even below it, one time. So it could be that you can set some buy orders at 38k. Um, but we do need to see price range. If we go straight back down, we go back in where's do I? If we go back into this channel, that would be not so great, because then we're kind of like that's not very healthy. I do expect corrections. I mean, if we didn't see this correction, it would be unhealthy, right? We would just kept trailing up. We would again have kind of a unhealthy up move. If you look here, I mean, past history, Bitcoin, you know, over here. Here we also had a massive drop in Bitcoin of like around 18%, and then we went sideways for a bit, then we went up again, right? Then it went down again. Nothing goes up in a straight line. So we always remember that. Um, this could be people fucking with the market. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping for a bit more strength out of Bitcoin, not necessarily in the uptrend, but more the sideways trend. Remember here, there was this there was this big zone over here where we just moved sideways, right? And it was just a nice accumulation zone. And then we went up, and if you look at this entire run up, 52.6K, that's a really, really nice like up move that we've made with Bitcoin, right? So I sense people can be a bit fearful, but this might be a time where you just, keep your head down, and I mean also keep it positive, keep it up, and buy more Bitcoin. Don't be too overexposed on the alts yet again. Um, I for example, I took some profits. I took mainly some Trias out, and right now price is dipping. Trias does not look like it's wanting to go just yet. Let's see. Trias, right? Um, doesn't scream necessarily like we're gonna bounce right back up, but you can, like, if you sold some when, like I was talking about taking profits, then you can already get more Trias for like 13% cheaper, right? But or if you let's say you sold here, we went to a 23% correction. But the alts, they're not in the worst shape. I mean, if you look at what Bitcoin did, Trias actually, like, even though it's super sensitive to Bitcoin, 22% dump. How big is the Bitcoin one? 16% if you measure it from this point. I mean, for a micro, it held up pretty nicely. So, um, yeah, I wouldn't be worried. What about other alts? Is there some alts that you are in, Bean, where you would like to know, like, what the hell is up with this one? Because I haven't had time to check out the damn market, because probably everything sits up right now. Yeah.
Um, have you ever looked into Hex?
Hex. Oh, fuck Hex. Yes. I've
Why?
dude,
Why do people hate that?
dude, you just gotta listen to the guy who runs Hex. The is one of the most crazy egomaniacs. He's like this cult of personality type guy, and I mean, he was trashing literally, like he was on crypto banter, and
Yes, I know. I heard him.
yeah, and
But look at the alt though. It is up like I don't know 40,000%.
Hex,
And even when it dumped in May, it didn't really dump. Look at it. It's so
yeah,
strong.
yeah. I know
I
it's
mean,
on an
forget the
insane
guy
run.
that talks behind it. I'm just talking about the coin itself.
I mean, like, okay, if you bought here, like, okay, you've done amazing, right? But do you want to
I just
buy?
bought it yesterday, so
I was just gonna say, do you want to buy here? Like, this is a really bad spot to buy. Like, this, I don't know. Let's see. Let's check out. I first off, I really don't like the guy. Like, I was like, first I was hearing him talk about the project. I was like, okay, that sounds interesting. But then he was basically saying that all of crypto is shit, and then his coin is the best. I sense um some real issues with him.
yeah, he doesn't like Bitcoin very much, does he?
Dude, he's so full of himself. He was like, yeah, because
Yeah.
he only posted 2 times in his life about what the market was gonna do, and it was like right when everything was so overcooked, and of course the market was gonna correct, and he was like, see, trust me, I'm so great at predicting the market. Like I'm your guy. Like no, I've seen people like this before, and I'm staying far away from this thing. Um, so yeah, this is a 200 ranked token. So yeah, it went on an insane run. Um, but now it's not the time to buy this thing. Like, yeah, I would not hold on to this at all. I mean, okay, just from a TA standpoint, terrible thing to buy. Just from a personality standpoint, from the guy holding this, terrible, terrible, terrible time to buy in general. I would not. I mean, do you expect Hex to break in the top 100? Like, do you want to take that risk? I mean, you could, but for me, it's just highly
I already bought
unattractive.
it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, and you bought yesterday, so you're probably down on it now, right?
What is it now? What is it now?
Right now it's
I bought it
36.
at 39,
Yeah,
39, I think.
that's
So that's not bad. I already bought like 1,000, so it's not a big deal.
oh, okay, okay. So it's
Just
a
to say, yeah,
tiny, tiny bank. Yeah.
it has to be added to the index of
Yeah,
funds.
yeah, yeah, yeah. The Jackie index.
Indeed, yes. Oh, do you think it's a good buy right now for Rune?
Rune. Yeah, I heard a couple of people talking about Rune.
I bought some
Um,
AVAX and Rune and Fear and Home and MTV Layer. I bought some more Sentiment yesterday.
yes, I did buy cent of it.
Yeah. And I bought an ETH yesterday and I bought it today. Shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah, yesterday I bought it at like 39, I believe.
yeah, yeah. Medicine was talking about buying today, and like I'm happy he also just kind of sat on his hands. Like I was saying, like we had to see this thing play out, and we saw it play out. So
What, Alex, what were you doing working out? Do you not know the moon schedule? I've been warning you for days. You were supposed to be waiting for the moon.
oh my God, this fucking thing,
Am I
ridiculous.
right or am I right?
Yep. Yeah, you're 100% right, Jackie. This is
And I was looking for Brett's charts last night. Normally I get an hourly update or, at least every 4 hours. Yesterday, nothing. I was on my own trying to do my own TA. That is not good. Hey, but at least I TA'd, so that's good. TP'd, I mean.
exactly, exactly.
Yeah,
You can only do what you can do, you know.
right, right, right.
Rune. I mean, if I just look at most of these charts, they all look the same.
I know, true that.
Like, this was a
But the
major.
most promising ones, because there's so many. Um, Seoul, I think I really missed the boat on that. It's just
Oh,
too far away. I bought
oh,
AVAX though. Got it down to
Solana.
37.
It went up 36%.
Which one?
Solana, like so. Oh my God, this is Solana looks insane.
I know. Did you look at freaking Phantom? I sold that yesterday because I was taking profit on everything. And I was already up 136%. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to cash out. And now it's up higher than it was yesterday.
Okay. And yesterday, uh, I mean, oh, okay, yeah, yeah, but it did an insane up move. But right now, it's probably at the same level that you sold, right?
Let me see. I don't know how much I sold it for. It was good though.
And if you sold yesterday, I mean, I don't know at what
I
time.
sold. Oh, wait, wait. How could this possibly be? Shit. I bought it at 49. I sold it at $1.17. I
Oh,
know it's a
it's
lot higher than that now, isn't it?
yeah, $1.17. I mean, right now it's at $1.05.
How much?
$1.05.
105
Yeah, 1.5.
or one? Oh shit. No, that's not good. Okay.
Yeah, one
Oh, that's okay.
150.
Wow. That's
Yeah,
crazy. Crazy. That's crazy.
yeah,
That's super strong.
yeah. That's insane.
I remember talking about Soul when it was $31, and AR used to say, "You really love this coin, don't you?" I'm like, "It's so strong, you know." And now, when I sold my index, it got sold with Alice and
Yeah.
eGold and
Sol
all the
was
good coins.
the one project that I believed in. I mean, together with Luna, Sol and Luna, those are the two projects I really believed in, but ended up not holding any when the train left. So
You know what else too? I bought AR for 850 and $15, and it got sold so cheap, so cheap. What is it now? AR. Maybe I can buy it. The only problem is the API doesn't work for Binance anymore. I have to be home and out. by anything?
Yeah, AR.
Yeah, how
Um,
much?
yeah, it all kind of looks the same, to be
No, 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 no.
honest.
How much is it?
Oh, how much?
Yeah,
$51. $51 and a half.
51. It went up to what, 60 something or 70?
It went up to 70, yeah. 69. That's the best number in the world.
All right. You bet. I was gonna say, do you think this is uh like a lower high and a lower low? Like, do we get out, or is this just
Okay, yeah. So this is just a complete change of character in the market, right? This is not this is not like clearly the uptrend is has been broken, right? So don't
wait,
expect.
wait, 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 wait. Is it clearly broken? Did it go through all of the EMAs like on the day?
Oh, I don't know about
On
the.
the day?
I mean, it definitely.
I think it went through a few ribbons,
I mean, I'm
but I
gonna
don't
check
know
out
about
the.
like the 100 and the 200
Let me check the 200. Yeah, it went through the
on the
200.
day.
Oh yeah, it went on the daily. It went through it a lot. Like the daily was at 46K and it went to 42K. But right now it's
No, 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 no. On the close of the day.
but the close of the day still
Not
needs
on
to
the
happen, right?
right. So we don't know yet.
So exactly. So indeed. So I was just gonna say that right now we're hovering above it, right? But
Okay.
but we what I mean, right? Because you were talking about lower high and lower lows. Our lower low is a clear change of character and it's a clear lower low on every chart that you can look at. You can look at the weekly even, you know. You have to go to monthly to not have that. I mean, the weekly was actually in a constant uptrend. So now we had a big red candle, right? And it could be that this weekly candle going to look like one of these. You know, usually we have two red candles on Bitcoin. We've only had one red candle in a row. Usually when there's one red candle, there's two red candles, like traditionally. The especially in this bull run. So that's nothing you can I mean, hang your hat on, but um, just something to keep in mind. So we have a lower low, and now it's going to be important to see if we get a lower high, right? Because you know we have a change of character, but now we need to see. I mean, I am expecting a lower high on definitely the 15 minutes, definitely on the 1 hour. Um,
What
definite.
counts though?
What's that?
What counts to where? Which time frame counts to where you're like you better exit? Is it on the daily or on the 4 hourly, or how does that work?
Well, they all have value. The thing is, uh, the more they all show the same pattern, the stronger it is, the signal, right?
Right. Right.
So for example, like you're looking at my chart, right?
Oh no, I'm trying to work at the same time.
Oh,
Okay, I'm
okay.
looking at the chart.
So you see
I'm
this
looking.
green and red here at the top?
Yeah.
So this is the super trend. Right now, everything is in red except for the daily, which means, you know, we're likely, on a downtrend. We've seen mainly green here for a while. The thing is, once the daily is red, then usually it's like it's bearish. If you look here, when the daily turned red, that is the moment where we were in our big bearish phase, right? Then once it turned green here, we've been bullish ever since. I'm keeping an eye on my daily trend. Um, but yeah, these are still lagging indicators. But the point is, the more confluence or the more different different indicators all line up on different time frames, the stronger it is. But it can be as strong as Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime. Eventually, things they do gotta give, right? And today was one of those days. If I mean, if you didn't lock in any profit during this entire crazy 77% up move, then you need to readjust the way you trade, because this was clearly a moment to have money ready, right? I know a lot of people, they don't trust the market because it's down. Then it's like, oh, it's going up. I'm gonna put in a little bit, and it's going up more. And it's like I'm gonna put in more. Then it goes up a lot more, and then it's like, okay, I'm going all in, and that's when the market decides to dump, right? This that's what happens a lot, you know. So now it dumped. Don't instantly spend all your cash because, there's that classic meme of like, buy the dip, but then the dip dips. Like this happens a lot. Like for example, here we had a big sell-off, went sideways for a bit, boom, hit another one, and this is like when the dip dips. Um, Over here, have a bit of a bounce, then we dip again. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping we see some volatility actually. I'm kind of hoping to see some price action. If Bitcoin kind of just goes slowly in one direction and nothing's moving, I want to see price action. I want to see as much going on possible. I want to see accumulation. I don't want to see just sideways and low volume and nobody's trading. I want to see people accumulating this coin. So yeah, set your magic orders, set your sick ass prices. Perhaps instead of setting a lot of buy orders on alts, perhaps set like your dream alts with a dream price, and who knows if it hit. I mean, if man, I really should set some prices on Solana because like if you like imagine if you set here like I could imagine putting at 150 a buy order or even 135 and then it would flash through it and then you would be up. Like if you take the average of that, you would be up by like 23%. That would be amazing. But yeah, that's all I can say. I would say to the people who are nervous or anxious, keep calm, stay cool. Um, Also, never don't put too much faith in the market, right? Like don't just cruise because like we've had a month and a half of just bullish action that just put stuff in and be lazy. Be aware, be at it. I mean, I was out training, but and even though I wasn't at the chart when this happened, I still was prepared for it, in many different ways. Make sure like every dip, every dump, there's always something new you learn about yourself, about your strategies, some big mistakes that you made. Make sure you fix them for the next time this happens, right? Don't just keep making the same mistakes. And yeah, for the rest, I don't know if I have much more to add.
You
Um,
know what I noticed?
what's that?
Thank you. Um, for 3 comma, I was trying to buy Trias,
Yeah.
and it was saying $9 when the actual price is only 8. So that was weird.
Yeah.
It was like behind.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Hmm. Well, I think if
Anyway,
if
that's
if you set a limit order on the on 3 commas, it's gonna set a limit order at that price. Like that's like when you set a limit order, it doesn't matter anyway, right? And yeah, Bearded Pigs share that problem of somebody whose stop losses only went through later. This is by the way not uncommon. This is one of the parts of running bots. This is why you need to test bots for months, actually years. Um, and I don't have that time, so actually I decided to not have stop losses. But that's a whole different story. But just in general, like these things happen where you can't log into Binance, you can't log into Qcoin, people get liquidated, people lose a lot of money, and the casino always win. Guess who were the big winners today? It was Binance, it was FTX. They all like they're rubbing their hands. They had a great old time today. So I don't know who. Okay, perhaps talk about who this dump did it. I mean, look at this volume. If that's not if that's not a market maker fucking with you, I don't know if it was a miner or if like a miner group or if it was institutional investment pushing price down or whatever it may be, right? It doesn't really matter. This was clear manipulation. This was clearly a long squeeze, and that's fine. And now, perhaps it's even like people who want to be like, God damn it, we've been on this constant uptrend. We need to, put some fear back in the market. I mean, I'm gonna look here at the greed index, but we were at extreme greed, guys. We were at 79. Last time we were in extreme greed, we fucking went all the way back down to extreme fear, right? We can't be a bipolar fucking son of a bitch, right? We gotta have a little bit more of a, uh, easy going. We can get greedy. We'll see tomorrow what price is at. It's gonna be very interesting. Price, the index, the fear and greed index. Um, this also still like it kind of looks like altcoins are kind of in an uptrend if you just look at this over here, but I haven't looked at Bitcoin dominance yet. So that, yep, yeah, boom, there you go. See, I had this line here because I was talking about this in the last hangout. Like we can't expect to see a bounce, to see a dump, right? So these are all signs. Like I didn't know if it was going to dump, right? But it's just like we have all these signals. It was a good time to, sit in some cash, right? Um, could you have sold more and sit in more cash? You always can, right? But just in general, personally, I picked my Bitcoin value was at our yeah, okay, we only dropped a little bit when it Bitcoin value. I'm still up compared to uh 3 days ago, so I am not worried at all. As long as you're not losing massive amounts of Bitcoin value, it's because you're overexposed in some alt that did a major correction. Um, so yeah, and just in general, alts not dying. If you look at Solana, the way that thing bounced back, that's incredible. So overall, the bull run is still on. Let's, you know, be careful. Set your buy orders. Buy some cheaper Bitcoin. Make sure that when Bitcoin goes to 100K or 150K or 200K, that you bought at these levels, right? You can always use this Bitcoin to buy back in into other alts. Right? Don't get too greedy of wanting to make sure I buy this level because it's gonna go up and I'm gonna miss the train when it could be that these alts bleed for a little bit longer, right? Um, could even be Solana, you know. I mean, I don't know if people remembered this. I think some people weren't even crypto when this happened, but Luna had this insane up move, a little bit like Solana did, right? And then we had this dump, right? But then it really went up pretty nicely again, and then we went sideways, and everybody was like, "Oh, it's accumulating." Then big womp womp womp, and went from a high of $22 all the way back down to $4. That's an 82% correction. This can happen to Solana, right? Like I am not buying at these levels, right? If I can catch a bid, I'm gonna catch it. It could be that we see a similar trend. It could also be that Solana takes off and then you miss the train. But that's fine. There's gonna be other opportunities. So don't get nervous. Only look for good entries. If it's not a good entry, don't enter. Right? So that's I think that's me for the day. I'm tired as hell. Jackie, you still got some stuff for me? Oh, Mia's here too. Yeah.
Hey, Mia, Mia.
Hey Mia.
Can you hear me?
Yes,
Hi,
perfectly.
how are you?
How's it going, Britain?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm just like really shocked by the crash. Why did that happen?
Some big volume, some big institutional or minor dump that happened. I think it's a long squeeze. I think they just wanted
Tell her the
to.
truth, Alex. Tell her the truth. It's the new
Okay,
moon, Jackie said. That's why.
it's the new moon, aliens are coming, lizard people are real, and we can all pack our bags and go to Mars instead.
That's funny. It's is it when like somebody with loads and loads and loads of money like dumps crypto?
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
yeah?
yeah.
Oh,
It could totally be. I mean, what people also don't realize is
because it
that
went straight back up, didn't it?
yeah, it went straight back up. But it's like, and a lot of people, oh my God, actually, this was not a great one. Um, but what a lot of people don't know is that the majority of our crypto space is run by bots, right? There's smarter people than us, way smarter than my bots. Mine are like, they're like shrimp compared to these like super smart elephant bots, right? They got these super smart complex systems, and once Bitcoin triggers, because of past history, these bots, they will just automatically sell their positions. So you see all these alts, all these positions just selling before, because they want to be first, right?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
and then retail gets fucked with all the stop losses getting triggered, and people that imagine if you just entered along when that thing happened. Oh my
Wow.
God,
Wow.
you know.
I thought I was imagining things when I went on my KuCoin and seeing the balance. I was like, what is going on? So I've come onto the Discord and I just seen that, it happened.
Yep, yep.
And yeah, that's really like strange how that can just happen. I mean, God, I mean, it's it's just don't feel like it's safe, does it? To just hold your stuff.
Yeah, yeah. That's why. I mean, okay. Are you watching my screen, Mia?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like for example, let's like just tell me a coin. Just tell me a coin that you're holding.
Um, KSM.
Okay, KSM. Great, great pick. Let's go to KSM. Yeah, see, KSM always disappears. Ah, there it is. Boom. So, if you and this is the thing with buying low. Like we had all this opportunity this entire
Yeah.
time to buy here, right? If you bought here, right? You might have seen like, oh my God, I 2.5x'd my money, whatever. But right now, you're you're still up 80%, right? If you bought here, right? This is why I tell people like, yeah, sure, it could do a Cardano and it could, go up. This is why you don't buy here, because these things happen, right? If you bought here,
Yeah.
right now you're even. If you want to,
Yeah.
you can still
Yeah.
exit, If you feel like price is gonna fall more, you can still exit. This is why
Yeah.
people need to obsess over entries.
Yeah, I didn't buy at the top. I bought quite a lot at the bottom, and then when it dropped, I've bought some more, like because it dropped quite a bit. But
Yep, 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 100%, 100%. But yeah, sometimes it's better to not do anything, and this also perhaps another bit of advice. People who now made losses, don't instantly go back into the market wanting to fix whatever loss you made. Give some time for the chart to play out and then go back in at an opportune time. Because
yeah,
you don't want to start
lose
shorting
more.
or longing the market right now. If you do this right now, you're gambling.
Why is it though that the exchanges crash and you can't even trade? I mean, I don't know if you could, but I couldn't even get onto my account. And I bought Ethereum when it dropped on Coinbase, and then I got an email saying that the transaction was cancelled.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think this is just their servers being so overloaded with just
Yeah,
just the amounts that need to be filled of currency. I mean, when you see something fill, you kind of see it as just a number and it gets filled. But I bet behind the scenes, every transaction also needs to be verified by the system,
Yeah,
and it goes through all these computing systems to then be like, yes, this is definitely the price that all these millions of people are holding with. I mean, it's just ridiculous, right? The size of this whole market. And
yeah,
it is a little bit still a sign of its infancy. I mean, I remember with video games like League of Legends that's so popular. Back when it first came out, the servers were down all the time because the game was more popular than what the devs could afford, with the servers. I'm not saying these crypto companies can't afford better servers, but in the end, they just kind of made some good money with people being stomped out the market with their stop losses or they get liquidated.
yeah, definitely.
So, do they really need to fix it? I mean, usually
Probably not.
Qcoin doesn't go down. Like, it rarely goes down. Binance has a habit of this, but Qcoin, it must have been a real heavy one. Um,
I bought Ada.
wh
That went through.
which one?
Is it Ada? I'm probably saying it wrong.
Oh yeah, yeah,
ADA.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, Cardano.
Cardano, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. ADA.
That went through, but my Ethereum didn't.
Yeah, 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 yeah. God, these prices are absolutely ridiculous.
Hello.
Who's that?
Oh my God, it is Mr. Hodlbot. Good evening,
So
sir.
I don't have a lot of time. I just needed to jump in because Alex, what is going on?
Everything's recorded, so if you want to just check it out tomorrow a bit, I would say calm your tits, calm down. Everything's okay. You know, don't have to panic. The house is not on fire. Um, it's not the end of the bull run. Um, it 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 it, it can still happen, right? But right now, we just had a change of character. We had
Just
a
take profits and you'll be alright.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And this is also why you need to hold a bit of fiat to buy these opportunities. I'm not buying too crazy right now even. Um,
Mm.
I'm still holding some nice bags. So if we go up, we're good. If we go down, I'll be able to buy at lower prices. So right now, like that's how I'm personally positioned in the market. Um, and yeah, these sell-offs. I mean, I think I experienced where was my big first event. See, okay, Robin, Holobot, this is where I first experienced this. This was a 25% dip in
Mm-hmm.
January, and I was like, what the fuck, right? And it really makes you like question all your life's decisions. Like, was it really a good idea? Is my mom gonna kill me? All those important questions. And it will make you hesitate. Look at this. Like this is like 17 days of straight just like, oh, we're gonna go up. No, no, and we're gonna go even lower. And then it looks weak. And then before you know it, the market can just turn around on a dime. Then boom, it does this. So right now, a market that just keeps moving up is an unhealthy one. You need to have some indicators reset. This was good. It was very aggressive, but it was clearly manipulation. So this wasn't like a natural price move, right? Fuckery is afloat, and it does happen. So
If the crypto market had legislations and stuff, does that mean that they wouldn't be able to manipulate it like that?
well, with legislation, for one, it would ruin the market because the the legislation would basically make it so that it would be very likely that we wouldn't be able to make as much money. One of the more legislated or more controlled markets is like the stock market, where there's stuff where it's like, okay, there's only from this time to that time, it's regulated in a way where it opens, it closes, the not the exchanges, but sometimes the market makers and behind closed doors, there's all this shady shit, and there's even more manipulation because once you move in these rules that, pretend to like be good for you, they kind of fuck you in the ass more. Um, So and the thing is, like, if you have a lot of money, you manipulate the market. I can go in Qcoin and I can start buying at the fucking highest prices, and I can push price up or I can push price down, right? Uh, Manipulation is basically whoever holds the heaviest bag and can dump it, and
Yeah.
right. So this this is all a part of like being in the market. And if we try to protect ourselves from it, in the end, you're gonna shoot yourself in the foot. Something interesting, because I was just thinking about it, but the dollar also made a move up, so it's very interesting. The moment the market tanks is when the dollar decides to go up a bit. So I don't know how closely that's linked, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, Bitcoin was moving up, 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 and dollar was moving down. So I mean, there's all these different factors that go into play, right? Um, but yeah, I wouldn't be too worried right now. I mean, look at the absorption that we had event. Like you can look at this as like, oh my God, price went down so much, but look how much price went up when price went down. Bitcoin bounced up 8% after a giant selling climax. Like that's crazy. I mean, Solana is the craziest one of the bunch that I've seen so far. Everybody else has a crazier one. Feel free to shout it out, but I mean, Solana pumped more than it dumped. I mean, it dumped 31%, and then it went back up 34%. Like, how crazy is that? We dumped 31%, and then we pumped right now, and right now we're at 34%. And if you bought the bottom, you even had a chance to buy at 48%, able to sell. So it's not all doom and gloom, guys. At all. This is just part of goddamn market.
Hey, I saw Trias go from 30 to free to 2.5.
Yeah,
I can survive anything.
exactly. This, see, now you've had that experience. You're probably a lot chiller. I mean, it sucks, but you're a lot chiller right now, I imagine.
Wow, Triaz, that broke
It
my heart. That did.
Yep.
it just sucks because this is one of those. It's just gonna take another while before it goes back to its equilibrium again. And I thought we were steadily going up.
We
Just
all we were all going up there. We all together.
I mean, think about it. Like over
Oh, don't
here,
show me that.
we fucking collapsed into absolute the scorch of the earth.
You just gotta laugh.
But if you look at the dump, Trias is really holding up.
It's like
I
a
mean,
roller coaster ride. That is. That looks like the drop from a
yeah.
roller coaster.
I mean, the drop Trias made is like the same amount almost Bitcoin dumped, which you can't say that about the previous dump, because previous dump was like Bitcoin did like a 40% move down, and Trias did a 80% move down. Yeah. So
Wow.
So like Trias is, although we don't see instant volume coming back up, which I expected with Trias since it got so sensitive. It's a sensitive boy. We gotta caress it, say nice words to, write a love letter like AR used to do. Um, and right now, I mean, if you look at this, we might just have a higher low, right? I mean, I'm not saying price is gonna do this, right? But we basically went here, right? Or if you look at it like this, when here, and if we now do this, who knows? It's also a lot about the lower high, right? We then do this, yeah, then probably we're gonna see a bit of that. But then we're probably gonna hit this level here. I think $6, guys, for Trias. If you can set a dream order there, might be able to hit that. Might be that we're visiting $6 again, and I wouldn't be worried in the slightest, because I mean, This thing, it could be that we range here for a good while before we go back up. This is something that totally could happen. This is a completely healthy, normal structure. In my opinion, we're right now sitting almost right at the middle of the range that it now created. I think the range is between $11 and $6. So this is our new accumulation range. And if we are at the bottom of the range, guys, you buy, and if we're at the top, you sell some, and then you can buy again. If we go, well, you're still holding, right? That should be the plan of action. You know, that we have spring over here. Well, who knows? I'm not worried.
All right, then I can go to sleep all nice and snug.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Sleep on both ears.
Okay, okay. Enjoy the massacre, everybody. Catch you later.
Thanks, buddy. Catch you later.
I'm
Bye.
gonna go now as well.
All right, Mia.
Bye.
Have a good evening, everyone. I'm gonna bounce as well. Yep. Thanks everybody for the hangout, and catch you later. Bye bye.